Good morning, all of you. In last video, we had discussed about some basic of Python. In this video, we will continue with the same topic. Let's move to next Python script mode. In script mode, the Python commands are saved in logical order to get the desired output. This logical set of instructions is called a script. Once the script is saved, it can be executed any time. If you want to create a new script file, go to File menu and select New File option from the menu bar. From the File menu, and or you can press Ctrl N as a shortcut key. If you want to execute the script, either you can press F5 or go to the Run menu and select Run module. Next one, let's Python comments. Comments are a way to document the script or put explanatory remarks to your script. Any line in Python that begins with hash sign is treated as a comment by the Python interpreter, and it is not executed. You have written something about that coding and you explain that for what purpose the coding written here, but that is part of program, but it will not executed. For example, here written hash following script display greeting to the user. This line will not executed by the interpreter. Same. This is age equal to 25. It means it is part of that script, but it will execute. Again, here this line start with the hash symbol, but this line is also ignored by the interpreter. Here first line is comment and inform what the script is doing. Notice the last line, since it also prefixed with the hash sign, it will not be executed. One second, I revise that. First line is a comment and inform what script is doing. Notice the last line, since it is also prefixed with hash sign, it will not be executed. Next one is what is variable. A variable is a name identifier of program data. A computer program written in any language takes some input, processes it and generates the output. The values input to the program are stored in computer memory. In the program, these values are identified by a unique name called variables. A variable stores one value at a time. Variable also store the result of data processed. When a new value is stored in a variable, the earlier value gets overwritten. As the program runs, the values in a variable might change, hence the term variable. Here are some naming conventions for the variable. The name given to the variable are called identifier. Identifiers begin with a letter, either capital A to Z or small a to Z or an underscore. Then names can contain number, more letters, underscores, etc. But a special character like @ hash, percent, and other special characters or punctuation characters, arithmetic operators are not allowed in the variable naming. Here is given some valid variable name like TOB, date underscore of underscore birth, or counter 1, CTR underscore 1. These are some valid. For example, but here is one. Keep in mind that Python variables do not have defined data type. Their type is defined by the values they store. For example, a equal to 10 means the variable a is a number type, while a equal to hello means the same variable is now string type. Okay. Next, the user input function. Input function returns the input from the user in a string form. Keep in mind, input function returns the input from the user in the string form. Whatever you have entered, a number, a string, whatever entered, but is treated as a string. For example, a equal to input first number, b equal to input second number. Here a and b are two variables, and these two variables store two different number, and here given c equal to a plus b. But as I said, input function input the values as a string. So when you print the value of c, it will display suppose we have entered 25 and 15, the output will be 2515, because it concatenates these two strings, because you have entered number, but input function input that values as a string, so it will just concatenate with each other. If you want to calculate, doing some calculation, but you have to convert that input in that type of data type. Here I given here int. It means ki whatever input number given by the user is input as a string, but int function convert that string form of number into integer form. Here again it will again given the int input second number. So again same thing, int function convert that string type number into the integer form, and then we add it c equal to, then if we print, it will display the output 40. Next thing, using print function. Okay, in last slide you have seen that print function used to display print something on the screen. Print function displays the output. After displaying, print appends the new line automatically. To suppress this, comma can be used with a statement int equal to blank space. It means two inverted commas. For example, here it written, okay, this is the first print statement, and this is second print statement. This is second print statement. The output will be in this form. These two statements will display in two different lines. But if we given here, look at this line. If we given the comma in the first statement and int equal to two inverted commas, when you execute these statements, the both line will be displayed in the same line. So if you want to print the two different print statement, output of two different print statements in the same line, use comma and int equal to two inverted commas. So you can use this value, this statement to print the any message in the same line. Because by default the print statement automatically appends the new line. It means when you use two or three different print statement, it will print all the statement in different lines. So now it's over. So that's all for today. Thank you.